Hello everybody, welcome to the midweek MCN. What the heck is going on in the crazy world of this game? Well, the answer at the moment is not a lot. A lot of us are still waiting for things like the cumulative compensation. Of course, I know a lot of people reached out to me and said, well, you should be compensated for this, or this is a problem here. But all of it is just attributed to where the current state of the game is at the moment, which is not very good. I mean, last week, we knew a little bit about what's going to change with the adaptive difficulty, but not a lot. It was just feels like at the moment there's not a lot of things being responded to against, if you get my drift. I mean, one thing I would say to most people is that go and get your 3 points, by the way, if you are collecting the free 7-star Nexus crystal. And yeah, hopefully this week we get some responses from Kabam about what's going on. By the time this video is out, there may be some stuff that they may go into. But I've been working on other projects away from MCOC and MCC YouTubing because there's not been much going on, and especially because Kabam haven't been going, yes, we're dealing with this. This is how we're doing with it. There's been nothing like roadmap wise, and it's been a very kind of quiet time. We're just going to move on to some things that are actually happening in game and fun, like the side quest and Act 9.3 dropping today. If you're looking forward to them, I'm excited about that. So the first thing is the side quest. This drops today. It's a 2-week side quest, 4 keys per week, which is cool if you like that. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably going to cover that tomorrow. But this is not to be confused with some other ones. I mean, first of all, this could be that we'll have this new shaping of threat levels. Like threat level 5 is designated for Valiant, but I don't know how this one is going to be. Like, I thought the Kabam were framing this in this way, that it would be more for like a different type of side quest that's coming. Could be that one. No, it actually might actually be this one, where it's separated into the different threats of different posing ferocities of rewards. But yeah, not to be confused with this one dropping on September 17th, which is going to be a week from now, and of course the one 7 days after, which is the mini event quest for those interested in that. Although event quest now is a scary place because we don't know whether or not Kabam are going to completely balls it up and not really read the room with how they're going to deliver content in the future. Tough times to be a developer like Kabam. Now on to the Titan Crystal. Yes, it's not a spicy time for news and information. Kabam are silent at the moment. But what we can see is a bit of community fun. We love a bit of community fun, don't we? And of course, what players got. There's still questions about Arnim Zola and the Omega Days champions. We're going to cover that in a segment in a moment. But Titan Crystal pools, yeah, people are seeing some nice champions. Yeah, Arnim's, well, I don't know if people are whacking Torres fans. He's getting a buff at a later date, I think like January for that. But yeah, I'm happy with mine. I did actually make the mistake when I kind of put a video out. It's because I'm working. FYI, I'm doing something in the video games industry again. So can't talk about that much, but very exciting, especially because my contract ends with my current job in February of next year. So I'm doing something video game. It's not to do with this game, not to do with mobile gaming. It's something completely different. But there's some stuff on the horizon. Can't talk about it until a later date. But very exciting to be doing stuff back in the video game industry again. But yes, back to this one and getting pulls. Yeah, look at those. Those are nice. Spider-Woman I'd like to get, but I kind of like, I'm toying with if I raise my 7-star Spider-Ham and kind of go like, well, I've got this option. Yeah, champions do different things, but sometimes you're like, does this champion do similar to others? Good to see Baron Zemo. I know a lot of people like Baron Zemo. I want to get a Nico Minoru. I want to get that champion at some stage. I might do a Titan Crystal opening at the weekend. It depends on my workload and schedule because I've got a lot on. But I would like to do that. But I do want to do some side quest coverage as well. We'll see. On Act 9.3 coverage, I don't know. I don't know what the vibe is, really, what I'm interested in doing with it. But good to see Cassandra Nova as well, because I know some people have wanted to get that. Yeah, seems the usual suspect. And I completely forgot Okoye is in this Titan, because Doi made a mistake on that. But yeah, I mean, I already have the champion, so it's not really kind of like any skin off my nose. It's just getting the dupe, which would be, a thing. Fake Falcon. Ooh, someone's been. Anyway, let's go on to like other things. I know someone said like they wanted to quit. This is I want to quit. Quit after Titan opening. Saved up Titans since last pull. Updated. Always open them. Saved up 2 Titan Nexus 7 stars. After terrible opening, I spent all my Radiance and opened more. Totaling 10 basic Titans. That's another thing I've got to talk to people about Radiance. Like, are people saving their Radiance or not? I'm saving my Radiance, but that's because I'm worried about this magic cost. Had enough rank 4 resources saved for 3 rank 4s. Hang on, we've got to go to the point here. Saved for Carolina, wanted Yelena, since even the last pull. Results were multiple dupes on champs. I already had a dupe after dupe after dupe after dupe. I only knew were the Maker, Cassandra, and Gentle. Have since deleted the game and everything else related to it. All right. Free to play since 7th of August 2015. Wow. So all that effort, you just quit right then. Okay. Do we have any results here? No, that's something else. I did see, I think someone pinged me on, was it X with, yes, this one here. Fanta Mind Job. 4 gallons. You can't write it. It goes back to that story we said about Thing and getting the dupe of, getting like, didn't select Thing, 7-star Fantastic Four Nexus, and then opens up and gets, you know, Thing. Just quickly and kind of sandwiched into this story, as I said, we've got a Mega Days, base champions we're going to bring into this, and the Arnim Zola issue. The Arnim Zola issue is now, because I know that some people have said that they haven't seen Arnim Zola. Post-edit segment. Yes, Arnim Zola has actually confirmed that he's not in there. It's weird sometimes when you're recording an MCN or you're recording a bit of content, and this is why sometimes, look, I could be recording something at about 10 p.m. and then 30 minutes later, it all changes. That's MCOC. That's coverage. That's like news coverage. That's life. Yeah, so whilst I've been recording this, Kabam have confirmed with the rollover of the Titan Crystal this afternoon, our buddy Arnim Zola seemed to have short-circuited and gotten lost on the way. New pool. The crystal has since been fixed. However, to address this, we'll be sending compensation to all those who are impacted by this issue. Now, we don't want to reward a select group of players who were lucky to open crystals earlier broken states, so we're going to extend the duration of this compensation window between Tuesday 9th, 11 a.m. PST, and Monday, September 15th. Any player who open at least one Titan Crystal or Nexus will receive a selector consisting of either one Arnim Zola or one Titan Crystal. Again, let me just read that for you again. Between Tuesday 9th and Monday 15th, any player who opened at least one Titan Crystal or Nexus will receive a selector. So if you open at least one Titan Crystal now, between now and Monday, you'll receive these two things. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a good compensation package to give out to guarantee people something there. So get doing that. There's also this thing here, which is weird. Whilst I've been recording this, weird. I won't have time, by the way. It's like 10:30 UK time. And by the time that Kabam eventually posts about adaptive difficulty event quest, it's going to, I'm going to be going to sleep. I've got work in the morning. It's life, again, how it works. Also, a Mega Days base champion. Some people saying that they're not in the basic pool. Haven't seen a huge amount of evidence to say that that is not the case, but we'll have to see. I mean, someone said they got long shots, some got Quicksilver. So I want to say that that's fine. So that's not a broken crystal. But anyway, we move on in the MCN. But how was your Titan Crystal luck been? Let me know in the comments. And then we're going to end with this. I do hope there's going to be more information around problems and issues in MCOC and being addressed, because it's not been a great kind of state of late. But I wanted to share something at least funny, especially going into what will be a very serious day with new content coming into game. This player got banned, so I'm literally just placing down defenses for the Alliance War coming up. And out of nowhere, I get this. Did absolutely nothing whatsoever. Spent so much money on this game. Remember that. They spent so much money. And this happened. Seriously, I want either my account back or my money. I looked through all of the through all of the terms of service, and I did none of those. No offensive names, no cheating, mods, literally nothing. I want my account back. Remember, they've spent a lot of money in this game. So you kind of think they would be more of a veteran player, or, you know, their roster would be really top-notch and stonking. Yes, I present to you the level 43 player that did Necropolis with a quite expansive roster. I think this might be another example of what we said, where somebody takes somebody's account, they then say, I'll do this content for you. They then decide that the person that you've paid money to is then kind of like used cheats, so to speak. You don't realize, and then handed back this within 1 hour and gone, I've done all this content, where it should actually take 10 times as much of the time to actually do it. And Kabam Crash said, if you post a video of your deathless, that is, 30-minute Necropolis run, I'll give your account back and even throw in a custom title for the incredible accomplishment. You clearing half of 9.1 and all of 9.2 in an hour is also pretty cool, especially since you use the same team of mostly 6 stars for every single quest. Oh, that is fantastic. Hilarious and brilliant. We do like to hear these stories from time to time. Anyway, that has been the show for today. Looking forward to covering and playing some new content and kind of getting away from the stinky adaptive difficulty and other stuff that Kabam has been doing of late and not addressing of late. We wish them well in getting better. Yeah, anyway, that's it for the show. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.